coming into the U.S. to buy real estate, there's a case to be made for U.S. real estate investors to consider diversifying their investment portfolios by looking at foreign markets to house their cash, especially considering the relative strength of the dollar. And if you're looking to buy in a tropical paradise, what better place to start looking than Mexico? I'm Elise Glink, and here's today's Real Estate Minute. For Americans considering buying property in Mexico, there's some specific things you need to keep in mind before you sign the papers. First, water is a really big deal in Mexico. There isn't much of it. You've got coastline, but you don't have a lot of water internally. Now, I've been to parts of Mexico where having enough water isn't a problem. On my last trip with my husband Sam to Puerto Vallarta, the water purification system in our rental condo burnt out, so we had to use bottled water for everything, from cooking to brushing our teeth. Second, the electricity doesn't always work in Mexico. One night on the same trip, the lights went out in our entire complex. Now, they were only out for a few minutes, but the outage knocked out the internet access, which was then down for about 20 hours and counting by the time we checked out and headed for the airport. In other words, that never came back, at least not during our trip. Third, if something needs to be fixed in your unit or in the common areas, you have to be prepared to be on a different timetable. Unit owners in Mexico have told us that even when they're in very lovely developments, it can take a while to get basic things done. Finally, and this is definitely not the least of your concerns, it should be pretty high at the top, security is a real issue. Every now and then, right, U.S. media wrings its hands over the latest carnage resulting from drug activity in Mexico. But it isn't just the drug activity that's going on. I mean, this is a valid concern. And just like in the U.S., the potential for all sorts of violence or crime is omnipresent. But the majority of people go around their daily lives never having been affected directly. In Mexico, it is very common in these different developments to have a gate that is locked and guarded by a 24-hour security staff. But if you're on the waterfront might be wide open, even if the development entrance from the waterfront is guarded. But it may not be locked. And so you could be in a situation where anybody could walk up the beach or in from the highway, and it may be less secure than you imagine. Still, open beach access, bottled water, and no internet didn't change the fact that Sam and I absolutely love Mexico, and we're hoping to head back soon. If you're considering buying there, though, you need to get a good attorney who can help you understand what it is you're buying, what's being offered, and make sure that you actually understand what you're putting at risk. I'm Elise Glink. If you have a question about buying real estate, you should send it to me at questions@thinklink.com or via Twitter @Glink. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.